All right, we're wrapping up for the day. We poured. Sun's going down again. And this is it. So we have concrete up in the walls. This wall got filled a little too full, but it's still below because now another layer will, whoa, let me back that up. Another layer will get snapped into here. Then we'll go up another 9 feet. It probably should have looked like this, and even this got filled a little full. Man, when that thing's going, the concrete's just flowing. So it's just a little bit to get used to. But yeah, there's our doorway. The garage is all done there where that is gonna have our walls sit. Walls aren't perfect, but like it's pretty darn straight. The foam has a little movement to them, and you run one string line, right? Like right there's that string line. It's not like you're stringing the whole thing. But I mean, the dirt's gonna come right up to here on our house because it's 0 entry, but you can see, I don't know if you can see that or not, but she's good and straight. I have tape on top there yet. I didn't take the tape off. All of our things held up, nothing caved in. Sweet. We had some trouble getting the cement through, so we had to drill bigger holes and pour it in. But what we found was we needed to take the rebar out right here and then reinsert it. That was blocking a lot of the flowage. And the other thing was our first, so we started right there and filled these first. The first 2 loads, and I didn't know because I've never done it. The first 2 loads I thought were liquidy, but the last, after that, all the other loads were way thinner and it flowed like crazy. So had them first loads been a little bit more water to them, we wouldn't have had so much problems, but it was really not much problem at all. Just took a little bit to get used to how it all worked. We had no blowouts. That was the worst side where you saw them, a little bit of seepage. Otherwise, she's just a white wall. This all got finished off. This side didn't really matter, so you see it kind of lumpy, but my floor is gonna pour right over top of it. Hopefully the wood shoot turned out well. Being so close to the top, to that transition of the 6-inch to the 8-inch, and then the door being right there, and then that top part only has like 4 inches of foam. I didn't want to vibrate too hard on it. So if that's kind of like, that ends up having air pockets, I'll just recast that whole chute when I pour my garage floor, which is no big deal. Or I could just put a metal liner in it. So pretty minor for anything. Yeah, we had 0 blowouts. I mean, nothing. She's just a white wall yet. I was expecting it to be all soupy and nasty. Bottom never kicked out or anything. You just had, water coming out from the soupiness. That's all from when we finished the doorway. We flicked the extra off. But yeah, she's just a perfectly white wall. So super happy. I don't know. You can just see this thing is just crisp. It's nice. A little bit of lift right there. And that's that 6-inch to 8-inch. And I probably should have strapped that corner down a little harder, but I should have brought ties up all the way. That was on the to-do list and I just forgot. I was gonna strap these corners down on all of them. I probably should, yeah, I see a little bit of uplift there now that she's drying and stuff, but we'll send her. We'll make it work on the next pour. But the packing tape worked beautiful. I mean, so awesome. And it's gonna tear right off. We already started trying it and it's just coming right off. All that concrete is just drying on that and it just pops right off. It's perfect. It's beautiful. We set these and straightened them all out as that concrete was poured. So it was a good day. I guess I could hop up there and show you what it looks like. They came and baled hay today too while we were doing it. I don't know if I mentioned at the start of this video, but we were supposed to pump at, that's the concrete vibrator. We were supposed to pump at 2:30, and the pump didn't show up till almost 3:30. So that was a little scary right away. A little stiff after a day of concrete, but a little bit unfortunate. The guys down here, which they were working so hard, these plugs were supposed to go in here, and then this plate, so that the concrete didn't come up flush. But we'll figure it out. Now we know for the upstairs pour. Got to designate someone just for that. There's just a lot happening right away, so it's no problem. I was supposed to leave these more exposed so I could zip tie to them. Whoops. This is the front door, but this is, I'm actually running my decking out over this, so it doesn't actually matter if it's perfect, like with holes and stuff. Yeah, I was supposed to leave this down halfway. I was only supposed to fill this block halfway up. My bad. We'll make it work. I'll strap the whole thing. Yeah, this one got a little wavy on us. But like I said, my decking's going over top. I can always grout it or something. I have no idea what I'm doing when it comes to concrete, so now my 2x6 wall will sit right here, and then these will get bent over so that when we span our floor right over top, we can latch onto those to help keep that wall suspended. But that concrete will come right up to the wall, so you'll have, you know, almost 6 inches of concrete sitting on here, and then span across. We'll put a form down here and hold that up. Should be very nice. Yeah. Nothing but success. You can see how clean this stayed because of this tape. Like if concrete would get on it like this, you just take your hand, wipe it off. Perfect. Great YouTube hack. Saw on that one. Like once it's dry, right back to ground zero, and then you just pick it up and take it off. So I'm just gonna leave that all dry on there, and then we'll be ready to rock and roll. I had a little extra cement, so I started filling the walls way up because I was like, I paid for the cement, I might as well fill it up. But then I realized I kind of lost my attaching to that last one, but you know, it'll still snap into these snaps and all these, and then it'll be braced. It'll be fine. I can run plywood all the way around, attaching to here and the next one to make sure that doesn't lift up. I don't think it would, but can make sure. So that's what it looks like. We have pretty straight walls and 60 yards of concrete. So should be excellent. I walked right by that. Walked right by the wood chute and didn't talk about it. I thought for sure we would have leaked around some of these pipes, but we didn't. So the wood chute we filled up pretty full because I wanted that to kind of cast in nice. The vibrating was kind of getting weird, so we stopped. But I don't know. Hopefully this, when we remove this chute, that the concrete is nice and, you know, packed in there. But like I said, if it's not, I can always put a metal insert in, or can recast it when the floor, because that garage floor is going to come right up to here. So I can recast this whole thing when we do that pour, because this will have a hole that comes out like this. So you can shove, and there'll be a steel plate that sits here to close it off. But yeah, everything went super. The well guy actually showed up to scope it out. They're gonna come put the well in. It's gonna go right over here, either the end of this week or next week. So, and then they're coming to put the septic in like 3 weeks. So we'll be fully ready to move in if it happens during winter time. Super stoked.